Okay, guys, please forgive my appearance and also the way I sound because I've been sick this entire fucking week. But when inspiration strikes, you gotta listen, and I'm listening. I had the idea to make a tier list of every song that had me in a chokehold. That was my life essence when I was between the ages of like 11 to 13. And I think this will be relatable for a lot of people because a lot of the people I've talked to were listening to these exact same songs at this age. So let's get right into it. I was actually thinking about this because I was going down a rabbit hole where I was listening to a bunch of these songs, and I'm gonna be real, I can't rank these objectively. Like, I could not. Most of these songs objectively suck, but I can't, like, I've just heard them so many times, and also, like, they bring me so much nostalgia that I don't think I can objectively rank them on how good they each are. So this is going to be a ranking of which one of these songs had me in a chokehold the most. Like, which one of these was my ultimate anthem when I was a child, and which one of these, was just so. So I don't know why these are in this order, but let's just start with We Don't Have to Dance. We Don't Have to Dance by Andy Black. I used to listen to this song in middle school. Before I would go to school, I would watch this music video because it gave me strength to get through the day, and it gave me confidence. And this, I think, was my most listened to song of 2019. Yes, I was in middle school in 2019. I don't know if that makes me sound young or old, but I'm gonna have to put this one at S tier because this was like my ultimate song. I was obsessed with this fucking song. And looking back, a lot of people were also obsessed with it because I was just rewatching the music video and it has like 78 million views. I did not realize how popular this guy was. But anyway, that's going in S tier. That was my shit. Like, that was my number one. Number two, If You Can't Hang. I'm gonna be real, guys. I'm probably gonna put this one in S tier as well. This was before I even ever listened to We Don't Have to Dance. The first like band. Sorry, I'm looking at my computer screen. I'm recording this on my phone, so I'm looking back and forth. The first band that I ever got into, like really got into, was Sleeping with Sirens. When I was in I was a little too old to be doing this, but I was like 15. I tattooed their logo onto my arm, and that was after I didn't even really listen to them anymore at that point, but they were the first band that I ever got into for real, and I heard them on my little MP3 player before I even had Spotify. And yeah, I remember like the first time I ever watched this video, and like the intro of the video where he walks up and the whole room is like wet for some reason, and he walks up, and I just thought it was so cool, dude. I thought it was so fucking cool. I wanted to look like Kellen Quinn. I wanted to be Kellen Quinn. Like, that was my hero. So I'm gonna have to put that in S tier as well. That is a classic. Next, we got a song that, out of all of these songs, I'm gonna be honest, and I would probably get like bullied for this, but out of all these songs, this would be the one that I would still listen to like now the most. Well, I don't know, maybe not, but like it probably would be, because honestly, this is not necessarily a popular opinion, but I think that Marilyn Manson's first like 2 or 3 albums are okay. Like, they're not great, but they're all right. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just because I liked him so much back then that I'm saying that, but I'm gonna put this in terms of the grip that it had on me. I don't know. It was, I'm gonna have to put it in C tier. Not because of the quality of the song, but it was just not a song that like I remember having as much of a connection to. Like, I did not listen to this song to like give me confidence throughout my day the way I would with the We Don't Have to Dance. So I'm gonna put it in C because it did make me very like angry, I guess, but that's about it. But I do remember listening to it all the time. Next, we got The Drug in Me Is You by Falling in Reverse. Now, this song, I did really like this song. However, I never was super into Falling in Reverse. I listened to like 4 or 5 of their songs maybe, but I never got super into them, and I did think that some of their songs sucked even back then. This song I thought was great back in the day. I remember listening to this and like getting chills when I was like 11 years old. So I'm gonna put this in B tier because I think it resonated with me a little bit more than The Beautiful People, but it wasn't like foundational to me the way these two songs were, but it was a very major part of my, like, I don't know, music experience. Okay, now we've got Knives and Pens by Black Veil Brides. Now, this song, I used to watch the music video for this. I don't know what was up with me and like Black Veil Brides and Andy Black like watching the music videos, but I swear to God, I used to binge watch them. I did this with Panic at the Disco too, actually. I used to binge watch them before I would have to like go to any kind of event, school, like anything like that, and I just to like give me like a boost to even go through my day. It was crazy. So this song, oh my God. This song felt like the heaviest thing ever. Like I remember thinking this was like real like heavy metal, and it's so funny to listen to it back because it's like I still kind of enjoy it because it's just such a funny sounding song, and it gives me so many memories, but like it's not heavy at all. It's like they were like trying to be metalcore, but they weren't even really heavy enough to be metalcore. I don't know. It's just hard to even categorize what these people were doing, but I gotta put Knives and Pens at A tier. It wasn't quite as foundational as these two, but it was pretty much up there. Like it was very inspirational for me. I really liked the music video. I thought Andy Biersack was the coolest looking person. Like I thought he was such a badass. And the kid in that music video too, I was like, oh yeah, that's me. Now we got LA Devotee. I got into Panic at the Disco when I was like 13. All of this stuff I listened to when I was like 11 or 12. So this came like a little bit later. But again, Panic at the Disco was one of those bands where I used to like listen or watch the music videos or listen to them like on my way to school. Like I would be holding my phone open to YouTube, and on my way to school I would be playing these music videos just to inspire me to have strength throughout the day, which is insane because it's Panic at the Disco. But this particular song, like, especially the music video, again, I don't know what it was with these music videos, but the music video, and it had that kid from, it had that one little famous kid actor in it, but I forget what his name was. But anyway, yeah, LA Devotee's gotta go. I'm gonna be real, I think it's gotta go S tier because it was so, I don't even know how to describe what. Another thing is, my friend, when I was like literally 9 or 10 years old, showed me this song because she was really into Panic at the Disco. And then like later on, like 3 or 4 years later, I went, once I had Spotify, and listened to this song and became obsessed with it. So it kind of felt like, you know, a part of my childhood from when I was even younger. Next, we got a classic. Obviously, everyone that you know was a loser in middle school liked this song, "Welcome to the Black Parade." I loved MCR for years, and I thought this was just the best song. This was the first MCR song I ever listened to, so I figured that I should put it as like the representational song for them. But I just listened to them a ton, and this one I would say is gonna go also A tier. It just wasn't like, it's the only reason it's not S tier is because I didn't watch it in the morning to give me motivation to go throughout my day. If I'd done that with it, it would be an S tier. I don't think I ever did that. I just really, really liked it, and I would listen to it all the time. And I was very like, I don't know, I guess I related to it somehow at age like 11. But yeah, it's gonna go in A tier because it's such a classic. And last but not least, we have 21 Pilots. We have Ride. And Ride, I'm pretty sure, was the second 21 Pilots song I ever listened to. I memorized the like rap verse from this song. I'm gonna put this one in D tier because I personally, not only do I think this is probably the worst song on this list, Well, I don't know. This Falling in Reverse might be the worst song as well, but I just think 21 Pilots suck, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really understand what they're supposed to be. I don't understand what musical genre they're supposed to be. I didn't even understand it back then. The only reason I even listened to 21 Pilots in middle school was because the lyrics were relatable sometimes, but I didn't understand back then what they were supposed to be or why they existed. I also didn't really get the hype. I thought Tyler Joseph was weird, and I don't know. I thought his tattoos were ugly and all this. So I don't really get it. But yeah, Ride, I am only even including that on here because I memorized the entire thing and I listened to it a billion times, and it was like one of the first 21 Pilot songs I listened to. I never listened to them that much, but I liked Car Radio. I liked like some of that stuff. So yeah, guys, I totally forgot to add one on here, and now that I'm screen recording, I won't let me like go to another tab, but I meant to put King for a Day on here, and I didn't. But King for a Day would have been S tier because that was another foundational song to me. That song shaped like 2 weeks of my life, but it felt like longer. And I used to, before I even had an iPhone, I would listen on my mom would give me her phone sometimes so I could like listen to music, and I would listen to it on my mom's phone, and I would just like walk around, and I felt so, I don't know, it was just inspiring to me, and I just thought it was like the most lyrically deep song to ever exist, and it was one of my like all-time favorites, and I listened to that song like well into high school as well. That was one of the only songs of these that actually stuck around that I continued to listen to. So yeah, that's it. That's my tier list, guys. I hope I didn't leave any songs out. I don't think I did, but it is possible that I did. I mean, I didn't exclusively listen to songs in this like emo genre. There were other songs that I listened to, but I figured I'd just stick to the one genre. And all of the very like foundational songs were in this genre because this was like when I was first getting Spotify and stuff like that. This was the first like very broad genre that I listened to. So yeah, I don't know. I'm probably gonna try to do like more tier lists like this because I honestly enjoyed it, but I gotta wait till I'm not sick anymore. I did this one when I was sick because it was such a like I just felt so passionate about it. I had to do it, but I can feel my fucking throat getting dry while I'm talking, and I think doing another one of these will kill me. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Bye bye.